Wagener-Salley High School. I am Jaisha James.
And I'm Haley Hutto.
And we are coming to you from Studio 123.
Welcome to our October edition of Eagle Eye News.
A lot has happened since our last broadcast, so let's get started. As previously mentioned, something known as the Soaring Eagles are being recognized all over campus. Soaring Eagles are teacher-nominated students that exemplify what Wagener-Salley War Eagles should be. Characteristics that teachers are looking for can include, but are not limited to, most improved citizenship and random acts of kindness. As promised, the first Soaring Eagles have already been identified and celebrated. Here are this month's Soaring Eagles. Freshmen, Kayla Gallup and Jade Young. Sophomores, Takayla Allen and Kyle Hare, although not pictured due to illness. Juniors, Brianna Kirkland and Jalissa Harvey. And finally, your high-flying seniors are Brett Stedman and Haley Hutto. Congratulations to all of you and thanks for leading by example. For the rest of the War Eagle Nation, continue to put your best foot forward in all that you do and join in the rank of 2015-2016 Soaring Eagles. Teachers, as a reminder, nominations will be due on the last Wednesday of each month and decisions will be made on the last Friday of each month. At this time, let's go to Tyrone Johnson, who is standing by with your birthday bingo.
Go, shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday.
Hey there everyone, it's your birthday boy here with this month's birthday bingo. This is how it will work. Everyone with a birthday in October are randomly placed on the birthday bingo board. Depending on the number of names, we will draw one or two lucky winners. As always, if you are one of those lucky Libras or Scorpios, you will win your choice of a gift certificate for the Little Bake Shop, Chick-fil-A, or Mia Ranchos. Who wouldn't want that? Alright, Scales and Scorpions, here we go. Our first winner is I-22. Rachel Edmonds, congratulations. Our second winner is N41. Caleb Gallup, congratulations. Happy birthday, my people.
Go, shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday.
Thanks, Tyrone. And now it's time for this month's Teacher's Feature. After our last teacher feature, we received some feedback and suggestions and have included those in this installment. Your senior class president, Talisha Corley, is on location as she gets the answers that some of you were looking for from one of our newest teachers here at Wagener-Salley High School, Miss Jessica Bradbury.
As your body grows bigger, your mind must flower. It's great to learn, cause knowledge is power. It's Schoolhouse Rockin', the chip on the block of your favorite Schoolhouse Rock.
During our last teacher feature, I interviewed Mr. Michael McGee. Today I'm here with Ms. Bradbury. You can start by telling us where you went to high school and what year did you graduate?
I went to high school at South Forsyth High School, which is about 40 minutes from Atlanta, and I graduated in 2006.
What were you involved in high school other than academics?
I was a dancer all through school, and so my school actually had a dance company. So I was involved in that, and then I was involved in a few clubs, one community service club and a couple other honors clubs.
And how do you see high school now compared to when you were in high school?
The school I went to was really big and really rigorous. Academically, it was really challenging. I think high school is easier now, but I'm sure some students might disagree. But I think that their deadlines are more lenient, things like that. But I have more fun in high school now than I did when I went to high school. So.
And what would you say was your hardest part of high school?
I think balancing everything. adults sometimes forget how much is on your plate in high school. Like I had work and I had dance practice and I had clubs and I had school and homework. It's a lot to handle.
And if you could meet yourself in high school, what advice would you give yourself?
I would tell myself to get my homework done during the day because I would be exhausted. I would go to dance and then work like you do, and I would come home and I would not want to do anything. But if I would have used my time more wisely at school, maybe I wouldn't have had that problem.
And what year did you graduate college, and what college did you go to?
For undergrad, I went to UGA, and I graduated in 2010. And then I started teaching, and then I went back for my master's degree at Piedmont University in Athens, and I got that in 2014.
Okay, so what advice would you give students thinking about going to college?
I would tell them to take their grades really seriously from the 9th grade on, and to get involved early and stay involved throughout high school, and really just have a goal of what you want to do in mind. Like I knew going into 9th grade that I wanted to go to UGA, and that's what I worked for all 4 years, and so having that goal helped me through.
And did you always want to be a teacher? And if not, what made you change your mind?
I really didn't want to be a teacher because I didn't really enjoy high school. I went to a really big high school where I felt like none of the teachers knew my name, and so I wanted to be a positive influence, I guess you can say. I decided to become a teacher to make high school better for other students.
And what was your first job like?
I was 16 and I was a bagger at Publix, and it was interesting. It was a good first job.
And what's one thing your students would be surprised to know about you?
I grew up all over the country. I've moved probably 15, 20 times. I've lived in Alaska and Colorado and California and Virginia, and my family's really big on traveling, so I love traveling, and I actually went to Europe with my sisters a couple years ago, and so we're very nomadic people.
Well, that concludes this Teacher Future. If you have any suggestions, let us know.
Thanks, Alicia. Teachers are randomly selected. However, if you have a teacher that you would like to see our correspondence interview or questions that you would like to have them answer, then let me know and I will get our staff on it.
After another super suggestion by one of our loyal viewers, we have decided to include a new and recurring segment hereforth known as Student Shoutout. This segment is open to any teacher that is doing something newsworthy in their class and would like to share it with the rest of the student body. This month's Student Shoutout comes from the cake department, specifically Mr. Bailey and his top-notch welders. We braved the steam, the steel, and the sparks to give a shout-out to Mr. Bailey's arc benders. Let's take a look.
Hey, this is Mr. Bailey, wellness instructor here at Wagener-Salley. Wanted to take a minute to recognize a few of our wellness students here at Wagener-Salley for their accomplishments in becoming arc benders. What an arc bender is a welder that develops the skill to where he can take two pieces of metal, weld them together, and then bend them to where there's no cracks, cuts, or chips in the weld. And, we have a couple students that accomplished that feat, and we just wanted to recognize them here at Wagener-Salley. Let's take just a minute and walk out to the shop and see what our students are doing now in the shop. Currently an arc bender. He welded a piece up in the 2G position, which is a horizontal position, and was able to bend it and make a clean bend. How does it feel being an arc bender, Brian?
Feels great.
Good. And they're working hard now. John, say hey to the camera. John is currently working on a 3G position, which is a vertical position, which is really hard technique to master, but he's doing a super job. Keanu has probably been the most consistent welder we have down here when it comes to opening welds, and we're super proud of what he's doing. He's setting himself up to make a lot of money when he leaves here. John, how does it feel to be a top-notch welder?
Feels good.
Feels good, good for our students. Oh, it's Adam Wallen. Adam is currently an arc bender as well. He has made the arc bender weld in the 2G position. Again, that's the horizontal position. Adam, how does it feel to master the art of a 2G open butt weld? I think he's happy. These guys here have demonstrated the ability to master the art of arc bending in the 1 and 2G position, along with James Tyndall from another class. We're very proud of them, and they're working hard to be successful beyond high school, and we know they're going to be very successful.
Also, thanks Mr. Bailey for coming up with this great idea. We look forward to seeing more great things from you and your talented group of students.
As you know, each month we strive to bring you at least one hot topic. Our hot topic for this month is brought to you by your student body president, Avery Snipes, during his Word from the Perch segment. This month's Word from the Perch segment has to do with breast cancer awareness.
Many of you may notice a lot of people wearing pink this month. Movie stars, NFL and college teams, even fellow War Eagles walking the halls are donning the hot and pastel shades of this common color this month. But do you know why? Really why? Pink is representative of breast cancer awareness, and October is breast cancer awareness month. So before you get all decked out in pink, we want you to know the facts. Breast cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer in women. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. Breast cancer is the second leading cause of death among women. Each year it is estimated that over 220,000 women in the United States will be diagnosed with breast cancer, and more than 40,000 will die. Although breast cancer in men is rare, an estimated 2,150 men will be diagnosed with breast cancer, and approximately 410 will die each year. That being said, chances are that if you haven't already, someone close to you will be affected by breast cancer in your lifetime. Not to mention, there are over 200 other types of cancers that exist, so don't let your awareness of breast cancer, or any other cancer for that matter, be limited to the month of October.
Thanks for the information, Avery. Definitely something to think about.
Although it was a crazy week and the actual homecoming game was postponed, we still had plenty of activity to report for homecoming week. Check it out in our sports segment and homecoming highlights.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, cause you don't have another day. Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound, and I
am Haley Hutto, your 2015 Homecoming Queen. As you can see, there were many exciting things happening that week. Screech didn't want to, but we made him pick several winners from all the wonderful participants during Spirit Week. Watch him pick the winners, then listen for your name. The winners are Marcus Glover, Holly Jackson, McCoy Martin, and Christian Hare. See Miss Cook for your prize.
Someone let me out.
Before we wrap up today, there are a few important announcements that may be of interest to you. Ms. Williams would like to remind everyone that senior ads are due November 24th, and the makeup date for underclass and faculty pictures is November 13th. Ms. Shackelford has a lot of newsworthy information for the War Eagle Nation, so tune in and make notes. Are you currently taking or have you previously taken art? If so, did you have at least a B average? Yes? Well, then maybe you would be of interest in joining the Wagener-Salley chapter of the National Art Honor Society. If you think this is something that you would like to do, you will need to pay Ms. Shackelford $15 in dues by October 30th. Spirit jerseys are on sale now. See anyone on the prom committee and Ms. Shackelford before October 30th to order yours. Hey juniors, did you purchase a ring either through Johnston's or off campus? Just a reminder that the ring ceremony will be October 27th. Also, if you did purchase your ring off campus, please see Ms. Shackelford to be included. Lastly, Ms. Shackelford would like to remind everyone that the Miss Wagener-Salley pageant will be held on November 13th. Entry forms and the fee is due by November 6th. The theme is During the Charleston 1920s.
Ms. Lloyd would like to remind you about the craft day in the library on the third Thursday of the month during lunch, and book club, which meets the first Friday of each month. Also, it is noteworthy that the Carolina-Clemson reading rivalry is in full effect. Here is the score update for the second quarter. USC 92, Clemson 58. USC is still in the lead, but Clemson is making a strong showing, so keep reading because the final deadline isn't until November 23rd. Don't forget to use hashtag when it's submitting reviews. Attention Smarty Pants! If you have the honor roll A's and B's for the first quarter, Ms. Cook will be distributing an honor card as soon as the honor roll is made available. Listen for more info in the next week or so. An honor card will allow you to get in any Wagener-Salley home activity free of charge, so don't forget to come pick up yours and rep the award for all of your hard work. Lastly, don't forget to stop by Marancho Monday, October 26th. They love to support the War Eagles and have agreed to donate 10% of all profits made between 5 and 8 that day to our broadcast. So whether you want to dine in or take it home or relax on the couch, grab a bite of Marancho's that day and help us out.
So this is a Just Because segment. To many students, this won't make much sense, but to the teachers, it probably will, because today is October 21st, 2015.
Hill Valley, California, at 4:29 p.m. on Wednesday, October 21st, 2015.
2015? You mean we're in the future?
11 things Back to the Future Part 2 gave us before 2015. Let's start the count. Number 1. Video communication. During the scene in the future McFly residence, Needles and Old Marty talk face-to-face on a video-style phone application. Recently, services like Apple FaceTime and Skype have taken advantage of this technology. But if we could get on-screen text for the person's favorite sports, drinks, hobbies, address, wives, food dislikes, and other miscellaneous information, we'd be one step ahead. Number 2. Biometric security. When the Hill Valley police officers returned the 1985 Jennifer to her 2015 home, they used her thumbprint to access a door-lock thumbpad. The thumbpad was also seen on the currency device when Old Biff exits the taxi, and the Wild Gunman machine used thumbprint currency instead of being on free play in early drafts of the script. Biometric doorknobs are currently on the market, and they work just like they do in the film. Number 3. Flat screen TVs and multi-channel viewing. When Marty Jr. returns to the McFly residence, he watches 6 channels at once on a wall-mounted flat-screen television. Number 4. Flexible screens. In the future McFly residence, there's a projector-like screen that can be pulled down over a window like a blind or curtain and can show images just in the style of an ordinary TV. In the early 2010s, Sony created an OLED, or organic light-emitting diode, display that was flexible and virtually indestructible from falls or crushing. Number 5. Video glasses. At the dinner scene with the future McFly family, Marty Jr. and Marlene, the daughter, are submersed in electronic video glasses, which also include the capability to make and receive phone calls. So how could this become real? 2 words. Google Glass. Number 6. Tablet computers. After Marty attempts to return the hoverboard to the little girl, an old Terry, played by Charles Fleischer, walks up to him and asks him to pay via thumbprint to help save the clock tower. What's interesting is that the thumbpad on what looks like a tablet computer is also the one on the currency device that the taxi driver uses. Once again, Apple got the jump on this with the iPad, a giant version of their iPod Touch. Number 7. Sequel 3D remake movie obsession. When Marty's walking around the 2015 Hill Valley Courthouse Square, he sees a Holomax movie theater playing Jaws 19. Spielberg practically predicted the future truly here. But if we could get 15 more Jaws movies and holographic movie technology, it might not be half bad.
Shark still looks fake.
Number 8. Hands-free gaming. At the Cafe 80s, Marty shows the little kids how the Wild Gunman arcade machine works. But they criticize him because of the use of a handheld gun.
You have to use your hands? That's like a baby's toy.
Number 9. Slam ball. If you look close in the newspaper for the USA Today story about Griff and his gang getting arrested, there's a couple of headlines for an unknown sport called slam ball. In the early script, it's a ball sport played on an anti-gravity magnetic field, which was supposed to be the original use for the Nike mags. The sport's even listed on the back of the Gray's Sports Almanac. But in 2002, this concept and its name would be taken into reality. In real life, slam ball would become what it looked like if you combined Sky Zone with basketball. So, in other words, it's basically basketball with trampolines. Enough said. Number 10. A Miami baseball team. The holographic sportscast Old Terry Shows Marty features the Cubs winning the World Series against an unnamed Miami team. No team such existed in 1985 or 1989, but in 1993, the Florida Marlins was founded in Miami and eventually changed their name to Miami Marlins in 2011. The false prediction about this, though, is that their mascot is not an alligator. Number 11. Smart clothing. You can keep your bulky, auto-adjusting and auto-drying jacket, but these clothes seem to rank higher and more well-designed than it. There's a hooded sweatshirt that changes colors to express your mood, a real-life invisibility cloak, a shirt that never gets stained, a vest that will simulate video game injuries, shoes that communicate with iOS devices, and an Intel shirt that detects vital signs. It seems companies will use any article of clothing to use as a futuristic way of life.
So unfortunately, kids, you missed the movie. But today is October 21st, 2015.
Well, that's it for this month. We cannot wait to bring you more information November 18th. Tune in for our Thanksgiving edition. Here at Eagle Eye News, we would really like to involve more of you. So if you think you'd be interested in being involved in front of the camera or behind the scenes, or if you just have an idea that you would like to see on big screen, do not hesitate. Let any of us know, or Miss Cook. I am Haley Hutto.
And I'm Jaisha James, signing off from Studio 123.
Have a good day and go War Eagles.